Welcome to this jangro module on COSHH awareness. In the first section of this module, you will learn about the effects of various hazardous substances on people's health. You will also learn about the Health and Safety at Work Act 1974 and the associated regulations, as well as about the various hazardous substances covered by these regulations. In the second section, you will cover the need for and importance of a safety data sheet. You will learn about the person responsible for producing the safety data sheet and its components. You will then find out about the components of a product label and about hazard warning symbols. In the third section, you will identify areas covered by a COSHH risk assessment and the requirements of such an assessment. You will then learn about the steps in the COSHH risk assessment procedure and about the considerations while producing and maintaining the COSHH risk assessment file. Finally, you will cover the recommended guidelines for safe usage of chemical-based products. Before we get started, let's take a look at the controls for this module. Section 1. Hazardous substances and associated regulations. Hazardous substances are those substances that may cause harm if not properly controlled when being used. Failure to adequately control these substances can produce adverse effects on human health, such as unconsciousness because of inhalation of toxic fumes, infection because of exposure to bacteria and other microorganisms, skin irritation or dermatitis because of contact with harmful chemicals, asthma because of an allergy to certain substances, and cancer, which may appear long after the exposure to the chemical that caused it. At times, the failure can cause even death, with the resultant effects on the business and possible legal repercussions. Operatives like you make use of a wide range of cleaning products to do a good job. You must remember that all cleaning chemicals and solutions are potentially hazardous, given that they come into contact with skin and be swallowed or inhaled if used incorrectly or left unattended. They put your health at risk. What do COSHH regulations chiefly require employers to do? Select the correct option and click Submit. That's incorrect. COSHH regulations require employers to control the exposure of their employees and other people to hazardous substances to prevent ill health and protect lives. COSHH regulations list a range of substances that can be hazardous to health. These include substances used directly in work activities, like cleaning products, that are classified as dangerous to health under CHIP regulations. They also include substances generated during work activities, like fumes, for which the law has prescribed workplace exposure limits. The regulations cover naturally occurring substances, like grain dust, if their average concentration in the air exceeds the levels specified by COSHH regulations. Finally, biological agents like bacteria and other microorganisms are covered by the regulations if they are directly connected with the work, for example, in healthcare establishments. In the case of the cleaning industry, generally all products containing chemicals are covered by the regulations. This is because such